Now let's move on to our final topic today. And our final topic is this. Reports coming out of Deadline is that Robert Pattinson is going to be the villain in Dune 3. They say that they have sources that are saying that while no deal has been made or anything like that, that's who they're looking at to play their villain, who forgive me because I've only ever read the name. I've never heard the name said, okay? Skytail? Is that the character's name?
Or maybe it's just Scytale. I don't know.
Scytale,
Pony?
Skytail. I've only ever read the name. I've never heard it said out loud. So anyway, there's that. Twilight Boy is now moving to Arrakis. Let's go over to Deadline. They said this. Dune 3, Legendary circling Robert Pattinson for new role in upcoming installment. You're right. Even as Denis Villeneuve puts the finishing touches on the script for the next installment of the Dune franchise, the director already has his sights set on a new addition to the all-star ensemble. While sources close to the project say no formal offer has been presented, Deadline is hearing there is strong interest in Robert Pattinson joining the cast. Legendary had no comment. The film already features an A-list ensemble that includes Timothée Chalamet, Florence Pugh, and Zendaya, as many are expected to return. Even so, a handful of new roles remain, and with any Dune project, stars are lining up at the chance to appear in the Oscar-winning franchise. All right. This, to me, is very reminiscent of when we heard that Austin Butler was going to be in Dune 2, right? Like, you remember that? It's like, oh my God, like that was, and he was so good in Dune 2. And to hear Robert Pattinson joining this thing too, that would be perfection. Now, Scytale, he kind of is a guy who's like leading a conspiracy to get Paul Atreides out of power and all this kind. He's a face dancer. I don't know what that really means.
Oh, I know.
Used to be in Jonathan's dating profile.
So,
Pretty.
yeah, look, I have a ton of apprehension about Dune Messiah. I have a ton of apprehension about the book that this one will be based on. I think there's a lot of things that happen. It is to me, it's a very audience unfriendly story. But I'm holding out hope because Denis Villeneuve made significant alterations to the first two Dune movies. Maybe he'll have to do that a little bit more over time. But still, we're here to talk about Robert Pattinson being this. I still remember when they announced Robert Pattinson was going to be Batman. And we on our show said, this is a great casting. This is great because he's been doing all this work the last 10 years that have all directors, including, Christopher Nolan, knocking on this guy's door to be in their movies. But for all those people who never watch smaller films or watch independent films, they only knew him as Twilight Boy. Well, Twilight Boy is the one laughing now because he's getting all the offers for everything. And I think if he could join this thing, I think he would fit in there just perfectly. Anyway, Rob, as the resident Dunetician, what would you think about Robert Pattinson joining Dune 3?
I think it's great. I mean, look, like you, it's going to be really interesting. Obviously, they're adapting the book Dune Messiah. Maybe they'll dip into Children of Dune. I don't know. Dune Messiah is a short book, especially compared to the first Dune. So, having more, I think as a foil, political intrigue is always a good thing, and it's going to be interesting to see how they're going to do all this, but I think it's a great addition. I mean, the Dune movies have an incredible cast. Javier Bardem, name it. Rebecca Ferguson. There's so many great actors. I think he fits right in with this cast, and it increases my interest. I mean, look, I just want to see billions and billions and billions of people slaughtered by Paul Atreides. Another Mother's Day fun.
It's coming. A great fun one for Mother's Day.
Man.
Yeah. Anyway, Chris, what would you think about this?
It's always a good idea to add talent to something. He's a great actor. He's tremendous. He fits in with this cast. And for a book that, according to you, is not super great, it does move the needle a little bit of, okay, well, at least they're bringing in, A-caliber actors to tell this story. And Denis Villeneuve has done a good job with it, too. You guys know Dune is not my favorite. It's not my thing. The second one was a much improved film, and I liked watching the two of them together. That made it better for me. I love Robert Pattinson. Good for him.
and let me address this one thing quick, because I'm seeing some people in the live chat talk about it too. I've seen this being discussed online as well. There's a narrative going on out there right now, and it's not just in our own live chat. Like I said, I've seen this online. Like, oh, well that writes off Batman 2 because they're supposed to do Batman 2. They're supposed to start filming Batman 2 this year, and if he's going to be in Dune, guys, listen to me. Austin Butler was on set of Dune 2 for 3 weeks total. 3 weeks total. The average actor who's in an above the line role is on set for less than 2 months. Some longer, some longer. Robert Pattinson can do Dune 3 and 5 other movies this year if he wanted to, and if they were scheduling for it. I ain't saying Batman 2 is going to go into production this year like they keep claiming. I'm not saying they will, but if they don't, it's not going to have anything to do with Robert Pattinson's schedule, right? He could easily go do Dune 2, be there for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks, and still have half the year to go and shoot Batman if he wanted to. So this will have nothing to do with how quickly or slowly a Batman 2 will come. So don't worry about that. That won't have anything to do with it. Because I also am having my doubts that Batman 2 is going to see theaters before 2029 at this point. So we'll see. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, Hungryroot. Okay, so I'm sure you guys can all relate to this. Spring hits and suddenly life goes from like 0 to 100. Busy season is officially in full swing over here. And honestly, who's got time to go grocery shopping? That's where Hungryroot comes in. See, because Hungryroot is like having your own personal shopper. I told them my goals and they started curating groceries for me that actually fit my life. Be it smoothies, snacks, salad kits, even ready to eat meals. All clean ingredients, no artificial junk. This week, I got the grilled turkey tenderloin with pesto grilled veggies, and it was amazing. And I got my usual protein-packed snacks. It's like they're learning my taste better than I even know myself. And the best part is, I don't have to waste time driving to the grocery store and wandering the aisles. That's time I can spend doing literally absolutely anything else. Guys, I love Hungryroot. Take advantage of this exclusive offer. For a limited time, get 40% off your first box, plus get a free item in every box for life. Go to hungryroot.com/Campea and use the code Campea. That's hungryroot.com/Campea, code Campea, to get 40% off your first box and a free item of your choice for life. hungryroot.com/Campea, code Campea. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What would you think about this? Of Robert Pattinson, according to Deadline, their sources are telling them Robert Pattinson is going to be our villain in that film. I think it would be brilliant. Absolutely brilliant if it works out. He's not the only guy that can play it, but if it ends up being him, excellent. Whatever you guys think about that, jump down in the comment section below and leave those thoughts there. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.